Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP possible from the Gold Saucer every week on a Friday when judging begins for the Fashion Report minigame. This then is the theme this time around, which is simply Unpolished, which has the clues coiffed to perfection for our helm, less is more for our legs, omega ornamentation for our feet, and the father for our wrist slot. In this video we have a 100 score as well as an easy 80. There is no need for dies because the easy 80 is so accessible to free trial players and pretty much anybody in the game. So let's get to that 100 first. Alrighty then, for the 100 score, as you can see, we went for some very simple items this week. First of all, we went for the hempen coif, accessible to all classes level 1 and above in the game. This is where you get that. So then, for our helm, we actually went over here to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange in Uldar. Any of the starting city-state armor vendors will work, but we're visiting our old pal Gwalter. We're going to go to the Disciple of Magic tab, and then levels 1 to 9. On here, you'll see something that's equipable by everybody in the game, the hempen coif, for 47 gil. Really, really easy. Obtainable by pretty much anybody who's playing the game level 1 and above for 47 gil, and that will give us gold rating for that slot. This is definitely the best item for this slot, in my opinion. Why would you go for anything else when you can just go to a vendor and purchase this for 47 gil? Very good. And additionally, other coifs will work, as you would imagine from the clue, coif to perfection. There are like 50 of these things in the game, and basically every single one of them is more expensive than the one I showed you for 47 gil from a vendor, and also have more level requirements. So we went for the hempen coif, which is still the best option for the helm this week. For the legs, pretty much the same situation. This is the hard leather subligar, available to all Disciple of War jobs in the game, level 12 and above. And we can get this here. Additionally, from our city-state armor vendor such as Gwalter, we're going to pick up some legs as well. So we're going to go to the Disciple of War tab, levels 10 to 19 this time around. And if we scroll down to the leggies, you'll find yourself the hard leather subligar for 336 gil. These are available to all Disciple of War jobs in the game level 12 and above. So we're going to get those as well. So yeah, there are other subligars in the game as well. You can imagine there's probably a lot more that would work for this. In fact, there are items outside of the subligars that would work, getting close to fishing gear and things like that. There is very little point in me listing all of those, considering how easy this one is to get, and level 12 on a Disciple of War isn't especially difficult to get. So let's move on to the feet. These are the Omicron Shoes of Striking. Specifically, this is from, obviously, the Omega series. This might be the thing that turns a lot of you off of the 100 because it's a little bit extra effort. So the Omicron Striking shoes work here. You could have gone for the Omega or Omicron shoes of any of the jobs. Any of the scouting, aiming, you name it, any of the jobs in the game, those would all work. But as far as I know, there is nothing outside of the Omega Raid series that would work for the feet slot if you wanted to get a 100. Let's move on then to our final slot, which is the wrists. These are the prototype Gordian wristbands of aiming. Now, it can be any of these jobs. It doesn't matter which you pick up from the vendor. They're available to all jobs in the game, and all classes, in fact, level 60 and above. Of course, you can get these with tarnished Gordian bolts, which you can get from the normal mode of basically the first couple of fights in Alexander. On normal mode, you can unsync this if you have some group friends to help you on a free trial. You can get this very easily. But again, that's pretty much what you need to do. A wrist from the Gordian series, essentially prototype from normal, or the normal Gordian stuff from the Savage version, depending on what you want to go and do. Depending on what you have lying around, but very accessible, all classes level 60 and above. And that's the 100 score, especially easy. I think most people would agree. So let's move on to the easy 80. And surprising absolutely no one, this is exactly what we're going to do for the easy 80. Just have something equipped in every single slot of gear in your character sheet, and then go and grab yourself the hempen coif for 47 gil from the obviously low-level city-state armor vendors like we showed before, and then at the same vendor, go to the Disciple of War tab, 10 to 19, and buy yourself a hard leather subligar. Equip those on a Disciple of War job or class, and the minimum that you need to be is level 12 on a Disciple of War, and it's all very low guild price. And having something equipped in every slot will guarantee you an 80 or above, which is enough for the maximum MGP for the week. Very, very simple, very easy this week. If you're on the fence usually about doing Fashion Report, I would just go and get this one done because it's so easy. And you might want to save some MGP up for future events and future, patches where they might add something to the Gold Saucer. I'm still sat on MGP cap on this character, but I do like to do it on my alts as well, because sometimes there's a really nice mount or something added. Anyway, hopefully this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. A link in the description will obviously take you to the Reddit thread where people talk about this each and every week and theorize some of the solutions. But from me, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your week and enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.